Hey everyone, got a rare opportunity of maybe going over the recruitment mission for your pilot's special event and maybe be able to give you a couple of little tips here, or especially a big tip maybe. And I'm gonna start out by, here we are. Here's the limited time event, and of course you open it up and it goes back to that page that I was just on. Don't forget to grab your free cards to begin with, okay? Whether you're buying something or not, don't forget to grab those. And what's going to happen is I'm going to go to my inventory and I'm going to show you guys something kind of special here. So you can see I have 62 pilot cards already. How in the heck did I get 62 pilot cards? And throughout the week or weeks, and you heard how I said weeks, this takes a little bit of patience, especially for the new players that, hey, I need as much energy, I need as much of my pilots up, and it's cool to play it that way. I get it. But with the special event, can we maximize our special event a different way without investing a ton of money to get the value out of it? And the answer is yes. So throughout the week, depending on how far you're getting with the endless voyage, doing different things, you do acquire pilot cards. My suggestion is to save them. Do not use them until the next special event. And so that's how I was able to save some of my cards to 62 before even the event started. I know players that have, 200, 300, 400 saved cards, and that takes a lot of patience, but it is going to majorly pay off, especially during the event. And I'm going to show you why and how. And so when you go to the event here, it's going to say right here, okay, so you have current rewards rounds. So every time you use recruitment 20 times, you get what they show over to the right hand side of the 20. You get extra cards, and you get some extra pilot features depending on what that opens up to be. And I'll go over that, and we'll see what it opens up and how to use them. But for every time you get 20 times, 50 times, 100 times, 150, 200, and now they even have the 300. I don't think I recognized the 300. I think they might have added that recently, because it was the 200, and then I thought it was 250, so they might have raised that limit. But interesting there. But again, what's going to happen is you can go through these and do the 300 times, and then it's going to flip over to round 2, round 3, and then round 4. And of course, you're wanting to do this because you're getting so much more bang for your pilot cards. And if you're spending the money, you're getting more bang for your buck versus not using the event and spending money just doing the raw pilot upgrades. So you want to save, 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 save. Did I say save enough for the special event for your pilots? So again, have some patience is my biggest tip here, and save those pilot cards just for this. And so what's going to happen now is once you saved your stuff and you got your stuff going and you got your diamonds and pilot cards, you're going to want to go to the recruit. And so right here you can see all of my pilot cards do apply to this event. So again, save, 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 guys. And I'll try not to make this too boring here, and I'm going to skip the little things that it goes through. You guys can kind of watch your little intermissions there of what you're getting, but I'm going to skip over some of this. So right there, I recruited 20 times, so I got the little special pack for the 20. So I'm going to skip that. And so as you can see, so recruit 50 times is the next one. And so we're just going to keep doing this. I do have some diamonds saved. I'll just get as far as I can, and then we'll go over and see how all of this stuff works and how it applies. And so, yeah, this is the best way to do this, guys. And again, I think it's every 2 or 3 weeks that this event comes throughout the month. And again, very important to save, save, save. Yes, this does apply. And again, you're going to get so much more bang out of this for your pilot cards than just spending them every time you grab one and putting it onto something. So huge tip. I'm going to spend all of my diamonds that I saved just for the sake of this video so everybody can kind of see how this is going to work. So save your diamonds, get with a good legion that's sharing diamonds, and save, save, save. Again, I can't say save enough through this video. And of course, if you want to invest into it, it can get a little expensive that way really fast. So again, the tip is save your pilot cards and collect as many diamonds as you can through your good legion or your good team that you are with. As you can see, so recruited 100 times. Now it's going to the 150. And again, the higher you get up there into this recruitment, the bigger that bonus is going to be. And you want those bonuses because that's, like I said, it's just giving you so much more bang through this event than just doing this manually without the event. It's going to be double to triple to quadruple as expensive outside of this event. So take full advantage of this. And I gave you a little secret on how to do it by saving your cards or your pilot cards. So I think you guys are getting the point here, and I got the 150 times here, so I got that little bonus. And then I have a couple little extra pilot cards here. And let me see. Did I have... Yep, I still got some diamonds here, so let's see if I can get to the next level here. And if not, no big deals. I think we'll get an idea of what this is going to do here in a second. Okay, so that's as far as I can go with the diamonds that I had in the pilot cards, but boy, that's pretty dang good so far. And so what you're going to do is, once you get all that stuff, is how do I get all my bonus stuff? What am I going to do? How do I get my bonus stuff? And so you're going to go to your messaging right away. You're going to hit your mail, and right there is your bonus packages. So you have to find them there first. So I'm going to claim all. And you guys can see, even got a few more pilot cards and a couple training manuals and some pretty cool stuff there. But now where do I go to see what those special rewards were? And you go back to your inventory and look, they're sitting right here. And so I'm going to push use, and it's for random SR pilot shard chests is basically what that is. So I'm going to use, and they do have another special one that you can get to where you can actually individually pick your pilots. And so right here, this one is just randomly giving us extra pilot cards, but they do have another one once you get up into that higher tier of the special bonuses to where you can actually go get your extra Freya cards, or you can go get and you can specifically pick those out. So again, the higher the tier, the more bonuses, and you do get that secondary extra chest that's in there. So, but that's how you use these, and this is why you're going to want to use this event. And again, I've said it, I don't know, maybe 50 times. Save guys. Save all your stuff. And so now when I go back to my pilots, now I'm going to be able to, kind of see what else I need. Who can I open up? Who should I open up? And maybe, I think I did a pilot video a while back, and I'm kind of a little biased against this. If I was a newer player, just to help you guys out just a little bit on this one and reiterate what I was saying on that other one. If I was going to go after my pilots, and I knew what I knew now, and I was starting the game over, I would go after the pilots that are against players. Most of this game is Planet Wars, Star Scramble, and your Titan. And so, me personally, I have gone after quite a bit of the boss, because the boss is, obviously, in your Legion hunt and in your Titan, that is considered to be a boss. I have pumped up a little bit of my missiles. I have pumped up a little bit of my main gun. And of course, Freya is dodge. I mean, dodge, dodge, dodge. I mean, the more you can dodge, the less you're getting hit in Planet Wars and against other players. But again, getting your pilots against other players, I think, is half the battle here. I did end up getting, let me see here if I can go over. Yep, gun load. So now I'm not a huge fan of the wing gun, and gun load for me, when the pilots first came out, it was a little bit easier for me. Wasn't really quite sure, before the testing, was the wing gun better and all this stuff, so I didn't really get too wrapped up. But I don't regret getting gun load to the point she is awakened also. And so with her being awakened, what happened there is why she is so amazing is when I select her, look at her physical defense and the physical defense break. And so I heavily went after the physical defenses within pilots also. So there might be a little other tip. And for me, the reason why, so you still have a lot of old players, and a lot of the older players were kind of grandfathered into the Gold Conquer, which is a physical ship, versus Thor and the Destroyer or energy ships. So because so many people are still playing with the majority of the Gold Conquer, you would want a physical defense and a physical defense break against that ship. And again, if flip-flopping back and forth, if you're fighting somebody with an energy ship, then you would want more of an energy pilot to take a little bit more of that damage. And so that's kind of the easy explanation for me of how that works. But for me, I went after a lot of the physical defense, and physical defense breaks pilot on purpose. And that's just me, because again, what I said, you have a lot of older players still using the Conquer, such as myself. I was a little bit more grandfathered into it, and I am working on other ships and other aspects of this. But that might be something to take into consideration. But with the influx of new players, over the months with the new ships that have come out and stuff, we are seeing a lot of other players using those ships. So I wouldn't get too terribly wrapped up into that, but just into the theory of it. And again, anything including players is something that I would highly recommend going after. I wouldn't worry about too much of the other stuff. The critical is going to be another important. So, put some on the criticals. Your hit. And if you kind of hear what I'm saying, you're wanting to use the stuff that is going to make it more effective in Planet Wars and Star Scramble especially. So if I was restarting this game and I was a new player and I wanted somebody to give me advice on what do I do with my pilots, there's my advice. Again, I have an older video and I kind of say the same thing. Maybe I'm being biased to it, but I think pound for pound, point for point, how do I get, how do I get through this faster? How am I a little bit more effective? I think that alone would be a lot more effective, especially as a young player, is to get those up as much as possible and as fast as possible. And don't worry about all the other little filler stuff, the strong foe, any of that little stuff there. Again, I would go after whatever is going to help defensive and offensive against other players. So pretty big tip from me. I mean, again, if I was going to restart this game, that's exactly what I would do. So, and again, awakening a pilot is only going to make you that much more powerful. And you know, you can go either energy or you can go the physical defense. So, you know, just weigh out the options of, you know, take a look at the teams you're playing against. If you're a younger team, you're probably going to start playing against a lot more energy ships. If you're playing against older teams, you're probably going to see a lot more gold conquerors being used. So I think, you know, there's a little balance there, and you know, as that balance, it would be a good idea to have a really good physical defense pilot and a very good energy pilot. That way you can kind of transfer back and forth. And so if you're a younger player, maybe that would be the strategy, is to get one of each, and that would be a pretty good idea there. And so hopefully this kind of answers some questions. You guys got to, you know, see kind of how to use some of this stuff. And if you have any questions, leave me a comment. You know, I appreciate the thumbs ups. And if you give me a subscribe, I always try to subscribe back. So if I haven't subscribed to you, just nudge me and say, hey, come over and give me a subscribe. And, you know, we're all here, you know, just trying to enjoy the game. We're trying to get higher points, and you know, I'm no master at this game. I'm always open for options. I do go and I do watch other people's videos that they share to me, and you know, I'm here to encourage you to, you know, teach me as much as I'm trying to teach you. So I do, again, really appreciate you guys. Hopefully this is a pretty cool video. And you know, just last but least, I generally always try to say this in my videos, for the most part, just have fun, guys. Just have fun.